Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I have probably my favorite deck of all time. I've been playing this deck for a very long time, and before that a different variant of this deck. And today I have Cyber Dragon, the trap variant for you guys. First of all, I want to make shoutouts to Yassine, the original creator of this whole concept of Cyber Dragon traps. It's definitely my favorite deck of all time. I have been playing this deck for so long now, and before that I've just been playing OTK Cyber Dragons. I've been playing Cyber Dragons basically almost the entire time I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's my go-to deck in real life, online, and any place, doesn't matter. This is my go-to deck, and this is my updated list for this format, I guess. This is what I'm currently playing with, so be sure to smash the like button about this deck because it's pretty cool. Comment down below what you guys think, and of course subscribe to the channel because at 500 subscribers we're going to start doing videos with a face camera. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first off, you may be seeing already, if you guys are unfamiliar with this deck, a lot of things that don't exactly make sense to you, like why only running one Cyber Dragon? It's a Cyber Dragon deck. Why so many traps? Well, it's a trap variant. And like why only one Nasher? Stuff like that. I'll get to all of that, but and like even MST, it's important. It's important to your combos and stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely get into that right now. So one Cyber Dragon, even though this is Cyber Dragon, pure Cyber Dragon, you are not going to be running more than one of this card. Machine Duplication is a terrible brick. You will notice that you're drawing it way too much, even when you don't have like a core or a hers or Nasher or something. And it's a dead card in your hand. And if Machine Dupe's a dead card, then so is Cyber Dragon. But we do need one, but it's just not that good of a card. So definitely Cyber Dragon is one of, and you guys may not believe me right now, but just try and test this deck out, and then you'll see how right it is to only be running one Cyber Dragon. More than one is just too much. Like seriously. Triple Cyber Dragon core. You resolve core, you win the game. If it's normal summoned, you add a Cyber Swallow trap card from your deck to your hand. You have many options for this emergency repair plan cyber load, along with overflow. Overflow is really the best one usually. But yeah, it really depends on the hand, right? And then it has another graveyard effect where if you control no monsters and your opponent does, you can banish it and special summon any Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. A lot of people think it's just like base Cyber Dragon. No, it's any Cyber Dragon from your deck that can synergize with Nasher, being able to bring back your Nova or Infinity or Rampage. Even Seeger, doesn't matter, can bring back a lot of things because it's Nasher. We have triple Cyber Dragon. Hers is also very good in this deck. It comes well with Galaxy Soldier, not to mention the fact that it can grab you your Cyber Dragon, and it's another level. It's really nice, and it coordinates with your Rampage so much because you just send it with your Rampage and a core. Hers effect, add back the core, and you're good to go. This card is amazing. Do not cut this card ever. It's just really good. And another cool thing about this deck actually OTKs more than OTK Cyber Dragon, oddly enough, because it can actually break boards better. It can do a lot of things a lot better, because the whole point of the deck is to let your opponent make their board, break it, set up your board, they can't do anything, and then kill them. That's how this deck works, and I really love that. We have the one Cyber Dragon Nasher, so no more than one. 2 is overkill, 3 is overkill. I know back a while ago we would run 3, yes, but this card is just like in the trap variant, it's always been at 1 because Cyber Dragon is just once again a dead card. And Nasher, you can grab it off of emergency, so you already have 4. You can grab it off of core and stuff. You really don't need more than 1. It's just not. It's hard to justify running more than 1 Nasher. 1 Veer to chain block your core. In the OCG, it actually gives your opponent a chance to respond to the card because they don't play like the TCG ruling. But the TCG ruling is that it will be chain link 1 core, chain link 2 Veer, chain blocking the core. That way your core is guaranteed to resolve. Veer, very good, and it's level 4. So that's another pop with overflow. We have double Galaxy Soldier. This card's really great. It just gives you a free Nova Infinity. To be honest, you don't even go into Nova Infinity that much, and you're really okay. But Galaxy Soldier, you always like to see it, and it's a really great combo piece and extender, not to mention that there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. That's it for the monster lineup. Fairly small, I believe 11 monsters. But seriously, trust me, no hand traps. We don't need hand traps. This is not a hand trap type deck. If you want to run hand traps so bad, you can, I don't know, bluff a Nibiru. But like, no hand traps, trust me. We have triple Cyber Emergency. Adding any Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand is really, really good. So yeah, just grab your core, grab whatever you need. Grab even another level for Overflow. And if its activation is negated, you can just pitch a card, add it back to your hand, boom, Emergency again. Just a really, really great card. And you can search it off of core. The one repair plant, basically, if you have a Cyber Dragon in your grave, you can add a Light Machine monster or shuffle back a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard to your deck. But if you have 3 or more, you can activate both effects. But the key thing is that it's a Light Machine monster, so you don't only have to add a Cyber Dragon, you can also add your Galaxy Soldier, which enables you some really cool combos and interactions. The one Cyberlord Fusion, it's a searchable quick play fusion spell that summons from field and banished. Very, very good card. And a thing is, though, about it is that if you activate it, then the only monster that can attack is the one that you fusion summoned with it. But if you use this with Anaconda, then that restriction drops, like how in Red Eyes Fusion, you can keep summoning, but Anaconda blocks you, not Red Eyes Fusion in the actual, like, Red Eyes Fusion Anaconda thing. Same thing over here, you can attack with everything. One Overload Fusion, this is definitely the better fusion spell, even though it's not searchable. Anaconda gets this card for you so much, and it's just such a good card. It fusion summons by banishing from field and graveyard, and you will almost always, guaranteed, to have the materials for this. Triple MST, because guess what? This card is better than Cosmic Cyclone, and you may be wondering why. Well, you actually have a combo with this card. You go Chainlink 1 Overflow, Chainlink 2 MST, targeting your own Overflow, popping it. Then Overflow resolves, you get to pop however many cards you can from your opponent, and then Overflow's second effect will activate on resolution. Because it was destroyed by a card effect, you can add any Cyber Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand, which means you can search an emergency by popping your Overflow, everything. And MSC is also just really great at spell and trap removal, but like, it's just a really, really good card, and the ability to pop your own Overflow is better than Cosmic Cyclone will ever be. And I can confidently say that. That's it for the spells. Once again, small spell lineup and 9 spells. Let's hop into our 20 traps over here. Triple Compulsory Evacuation Device, one of the most underrated traps of all time. This card, just bouncing a monster, not hard once per turn, searchable by Trap Trick. Everything's just really, really good at it. Time the swell, your opponent's turn is over. If you're playing against Zodiac Elblick, you bounce their normal summon Zodiac, they're done. This card is amazing. You can time it. You can even use it in the battle phase. It doesn't matter. This card just outs everything. It's such a good card. We have Triple Crackdown. Crackdown being able to steal your opponent's monster, not a hard once per turn or even a once per turn. Is basically just as good as Compulse, except that it's like a bit different because you can pop it and get back the monster. But sometimes this is even better because you want link fodder for Anaconda and stuff like that. But Crackdown is definitely on par with Compulse, one of the best trap cards in the deck. Then we have the best trap card in the deck. We have Triple Cybernetic Overflow. In an ordinary OTK Cyber Dragon builds, a bricky hand trap full like machine duplication Cyber Dragon, you have Overflow, but you're only running 1 or 2. Over here, you will trap trick this card, you will search this card, it doesn't matter, you want to get Overflow. This card is the most busted card in the game. It's removal that's non-targeting with no cost, so if your opponent says it's good, it has to resolve. And on destruction, you get to add a Cyber Spell trap card. Like, literally, what can you ask for more? This card, searchable off of core because it's Cybernetic Overflow. It's the best trap card ever. It's non-negotiable. You guys are running 3 of this card in the deck. It's literally Cyber Dragon Trap Variant. This card's amazing. We have double Ice Dragon's Prison. I am running only 2 of this card because of Trap Trick. You guys can run 3, but I found with 3, I would brick on 2 of them, and it's a hard once per turn, so I'd be stuck with 1, and I didn't really like that, so I bumped it down to 2, and that's been working out a lot better. Still an amazing card. Obviously, against like any deck, really, it's just a really, really good card. We have Triple Psalm Strike. In my opinion, best of the Psalm Brigade. Ability to negate effects better than Judgment, because Judgment cannot negate effects, so Strike, mandatory. Double Storming Mirror Force. This is, this card's pretty great. So a lot of you guys will doubt this card, but I can guarantee you it has won me so many games over the years. You just said it. Your opponent will never play around it, and I can guarantee that. They will never play around Storming Mirror Force, and I'm sure you agree, because you probably wouldn't play around Storming Mirror Force. And when you resolve it, it's just so satisfying because they have so many monsters on their board. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. It's really nice. I don't like Drowning because Drowning has to be a direct attack. This is a lot more versatile. So double Storming. Or I'm not sure if drowning has to be a direct attack, but regardless, I like bouncing it back then over flipping it because it can bounce back link monsters too. We have double torrential tribute. Torrential tribute is really, really great this format. Stops decks like Drytron, like literally Dogmatica variants, everything. It's just really great actually, like 5 minutes before building before doing this video, I was actually playing with this deck and I torrentialed my opponent's board and he had like two Eldlicks, like some Dogmatica stuff, and like I don't know, an extra deck monster. It was nice. It was a clutch torrential. And then we have double trap trick because we are running quite a bit of normal traps in the deck, and you want to have access to them at all times. And trap trick is really versatile and gives you that ability. That's it for the main deck. Let's hop right into the extra deck. Double Fortress Dragon. Fortress, obviously, Contact Fusion is one of the most busted mechanics in the game. Fortress can't be used as a fusion material, so in the mirror match, keep in mind your opponent cannot contact fuse with your fusion monster that has been contact fused into. Very good card nonetheless. We have double Chimera Attack Mega Fleet Dragon Master Rule 5. It's okay not turn 3 of this card because most likely they aren't going to be summoning as many cards in the extra monster zone. This card's still really, really great, though, and you guys want to run this card. Double Rampage, this does come up. You will summon 2 Rampage pretty often, actually, and it's another way to make Infinity because they are level 5s. Very, very cool. Definitely a mandatory card. A lot of interactions with this card. It's what you go off of with Anaconda. It's by itself 6,300 points of damage. With Seeger, that's 12,600. One of the most common numbers in Cyber Dragon OTK. We have our Xyz monsters over here, the one Infinity along with the one Nova. Very self-explanatory. I will not explain this. These cards are broken, but don't run more than these 1-in-1. You don't need more. You really don't. Just manage your resources and you'll be fine. The one Seeger, obviously, really, really great card. Just, yeah, a lot of decks can't out it, and it can activate in the damage step if it isn't attacking, because effects that can activate in the damage step are effects that change attack power, and of course negate activation. So Seeger, very, very good. Link Rebo, you have a lot of level 1s, would not swap this card out. Same reasoning over here for Almirage. Almirage makes core a 1-card combo. Not to mention that, yeah, Almirage is just pretty, pretty great. And then we have our final one of our like link ones, I guess. We have Relinquished Anima. Also, nobody will really play around this card, and you can see a lot of some really nice stuff and just punch in for game. I remember one time I was at 100 life points and I didn't have anything, and I top decked a Veiler, and my opponent had a Boral Sword on their field. So I normal summoned the Veiler, I went into Anima, and I stole their Boral Sword and attacked for game with 100 life points. That was so clutch. I love this card. We have one Mecha Phantom Beast Sword on. This card is really, really great. Yeah, it has multiple effects. It just requires 2+ machine monsters, and you guys do not have any shortage of that. And then the main effects you're going to be using is the first effect to pop a card on the field by popping one of its own tokens and popping a card. And the second effect, by tributing 3 tokens, you can add a trap card from your graveyard to your hand. So any card over here that you would have already used can come right back to your hand. So yeah, this card's pretty, pretty great. We have one Anaconda, best link monster by far. You go into this card every single game, non-negotiable. This card's amazing. And the final card, the one Puzzle Omino, shout out to Yassine once again. This card is really, really great, not to mention it can really help you making your Infinity and Nova. And that's basically it for the extra deck. Droll, Border, Searchable Border, Lightning Storm, Mistake, in Arrest and Mistake, all are side deck option. And that's basically it for the video. Be sure to check out Yassine, once again, the original creator of Cyber Dragon Chapter Variant. And yeah, be sure to smash the like button, comment down below what you guys think of the deck, and of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, guys, peace.